I'm going to share one that I hope scares the heck out of everyone, that they don't know the number. And that is, what does your household even spend every month? If you've got a successful business, there's not a listener here where you have not looked at your business financials and know what the outgo is. Because if you let your outgo exceed your income, your upkeep will be your downfall. You guys have heard me say that before. But when you look, you can't avoid the fact that you may not even know today what the outgo is on your personal balance sheet. That's one of the first pieces of information you need to know. What are we actually spending as a household? Maybe just go as far as getting a 3-month number. Go to your spouse, sit down, do the hard math. Don't get mad at anybody because of how much they've been spending, or let them get mad at you for what you've been spending. Like, open it up, set context. This is an exercise. In this exercise, we are going to discover what we actually have going out on a monthly basis.
And don't forget to include the things the business is doing for you that actually support your personal balance sheet, because many business owners, very legally, very above board, it's perfectly fine in the IRS's eyes. You're giving yourself some benefit by some of the spending you're doing that can also be written off. And if we forget that, we might think we have a much smaller monthly number, but, sell that business and wait, where's my cell phone? Where's my car? Oh, wait, the business was paying for that.
Yes, exactly right. So so kind of twofold. One is, what is your household spending? Second is going to be, what are the additional benefits you're getting from being a business owner that's not necessarily counted for in the household spending? Then you got to figure out, what's it take in capital at work in order to make that number happen on a consistent, ongoing basis, leaving you financially independent and able to operate in a work optional lifestyle. Well, the math is not complicated. We've talked before on the podcast about the 4% rule. This is a simple equation where what you can do is take whatever amount of money that you want to spend as a household. Now, for instance here, what I think we'll do is just use $400,000. You want to support a $400,000 a year lifestyle? Divide 400,000 by 0.04, that's 4%, and you have $10 million of capital at work required. Now, if what's required for you is $10 million capital at work, then what you need to know is, you, through money you set aside, we've talked about the wealth coordination account before, that's money you put aside to only buy assets, and you built up your capital at work. That's money on your balance sheet outside of your business, giving you the capital required to no longer have to depend on the business to produce income for you. 4% rule. Then you have to figure out, where am I currently putting money that's not in the business every year? What am I setting aside to investments? What am I setting aside to real estate? What am I setting aside to, maybe I do have a retirement plan in the business? And what is my spouse setting aside if they're working? And take a look at that number. Now, you guys could either reach out to us, info@sfgwa.com, reach us all the ways you can reach us, LinkedIn, email, call us, send us
Carrier pigeon.
Carrier pigeons are getting real popular, lower carbon footprint. So how much are you currently setting aside and where? Because then you have to figure out, what's that going to grow to? But then here's the big one. I want you guys to really reflect on, how much is your business going to sell for really? Not your future state, not what you hope to build it to. If you were going to sell it today, what would it sell for? Now, this can be sobering.
And
Corey, yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about this, and I want to go really slow here because it's important. How much would you buy a competitor's business for that looked like yours, that you wanted to add to your business? Would you buy it for 25x what they were making in profit? Because that's what you would need to sell yours for, to totally replace your income all in one fell swoop. And in that context, looking at the deal from the other side, you're not going to find the same answer.
Well, and not only are you not going to find the same answer, but this is the sobering truth. You're going to go out, sell your business. Most businesses, if they're good enough size, are going to get 5 to 6 times EBITDA. Now, what that means is, just think about what you make every year. EBITDA and your annual income don't match up depending on industry, et cetera, but they're close. They are a reasonable substitute for one another. here's what I want you to think about. If all somebody gave you is 5-6 times what you're making right now, would that be enough for you to live the rest of your life? No. In simple terms, after tax, it'd be enough to live about 4.5 more years. So you have to build the rest in your balance sheet. So if what you need is enough that a 4% distribution will get the job done, then you have to have another 20x somewhere on your balance sheet of your earnings, plus the 4x after tax you got from the business, to then have a stack of money high enough that you get to be in a position to have enough money in your old age to continue to have your work optional lifestyle.